So we are initiating this program. Desire is the key to motivation, but it's a determination and commitment to an unrelenting pursuit of your goal, a commitment to excellence that will enable you to attain the success you seek. Namaste and a very warm good morning to all the dignitaries, professionals, scholars and students who have been able to join us on this glorious day. I, Aishvi Soni, and that will enable you to
I, Karan Bhatt,
student of Department of Public Policy and Governance, would like to take this honor to welcome you all in this program by Dr. Jaimin Vasa, MSME Chair, promoted by Gujarat University in association with Institute of Defence Studies and Research and BK School of Professional and Management Studies, Department of Public Policy and Governance and Department of Business Intelligence on the theme Journey from Education to Entrepreneur. Thank you so much all of you for being part of this program. You all are looking so amazing and curious. So now, before we proceed further, let's gear up for the anthem of our prestigious Gujarat University, an institute which has given excellence in education to our society since its establishment in 1949. Three of the university's alumni include our Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, Srimati Mallika Sarabhai, Kuchipudi and Bharatnatyam dancer, Mr. Ashish Nande, political psychologist and social scientist, and Shri Pankaj Patel sir, CEO of Kerala.
बुद्धि युतो जहातिह उभे सुकृत दुष्कृते तस्माद् योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्। भगवद गीता के द्वितीय अध्याय से यह श्लोकांश योगः कर्मसु कौशलम गुजरात विश्वविद्यालय का सिद्धांत सूत्र एवं ध्येय मंत्र है। इस संगोष्ठी में भी स्वच्छता संबंधी जो कर्मयोग हुआ है उसके फलस्वरूप बेहतर समाज की ओर कई कदम हम आगे बढ़ेंगे, ऐसी हम सबकी भावना है। गुजरात विश्वविद्यालय का गीत प्रस्तुत होगा।
वंदन अभिनंदन, वंदन अभिनंदन, वंदन अभिनंदन, वंदन अभिनंदन, वंदन अभिनंदन। गुजरात यूनिवर्सिटी आपड़ी, गुजरात यूनिवर्सिटी आपड़ी विद्या प्रमुख भुवनी। वंदन अभिनंदन, वंदन अभिनंदन, वंदन अभिनंदन, वंदन अभिनंदन। राष्ट्र चेतना कला साधना खेल भावना विकसी, विश्व मानवी बनी गुजराती विश्व सकल माविल से। स्नेह संत सहकार निसाथे देती तुम सम्मति, सोना साथ ने संगा दे सब सिद्ध करे उन्नति। प्रेम बंधुता समानता ना पल पल प्रसरे स्पंदन।
Abhinandan, Vandan Abhinandan, Vandan Abhinandan. Thank you very much all of you. I really appreciate. Please have your seat. Thank you very much.
let us initiate our program with the presence and blessing of the Lord Almighty. As we all know that light is a symbol of brightness and prosperity. And with the same positivity, before we go ahead with the program, let us invoke the energy by lighting the lamp. I would like to request Dr. Neelam Panchal ma'am and Dr. Mamta Brahmbhatt ma'am to escort the guests towards the Pragat.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणं आरोग्यं
धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
Heartily thank you to all the dignitaries for igniting the lamp. I would like to request to please take your seats on the dais. Friends, today we have with us Honorable Vice Chancellor of Gujarat University, Professor Dr. Himanshu Pandya sir, Dr. Jaimin Vasa sir, MSME sir, our Chief Guest, Dr. Viranji Shah sir, Professor Dr. Rawal, Joint Director of IDSR, Ms. Runal Patel ma'am, Dr. Neelam Panchal ma'am, Dr. Mamta Brahmbhatt ma'am, Academic Coordinator of IDSR and HODs of Department of Public Policy and Governance and Department of Business Intelligence. Please put your hands together for our dignitaries. Friends, I want to say that it's my utmost honor to be a part of prestigious Gujarat University. Gujarat University is one of the major institutions of higher education in India and pioneer in Gujarat, who is dedicated to postgraduate studies and research. Gujarat University is the largest university in the state, catering to the needs of higher education and has developed phenomenally and has been recognized as a premier university in the country today. So today's program is organized by MSME Chair, promoted by Gujarat University in association with Department of Business Intelligence, Department of Public Policy and Governance, Institute of Defence Studies and Research of Gujarat University. Let me tell you, Department of Business Intelligence, Department of Public Policy and Governance, and Institute of Defence Studies and Research are established in 2020. And this department offers integrated MBA in 8 disciplines, full-time MBA in 9 disciplines, 19 PG diploma courses, and various other certificate courses. Now I would like to request Dr. Rakesh Rawal sir, who is Joint Director of IDSR, to give the welcome address. There is a good round of applause for Dr. Rakesh Rawal.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Say, good morning, everyone. Good morning. This is warm up. Thank you. Esteemed guests who are present here, Professor Himanshu Pandya, Director General and Chairperson for IDSR and Vice Chancellor of Gujarat University, Dr. Jaimin Vasa, MSME Chair, Dr. Viranji Shah, our Guest of Honor, Dr. Neelam Panchal, and Dr. Mamta Brahmbhatt, and Dr. Runal Patel, all the dignitaries on the dais, and all the esteemed speakers and dignitaries who are off the dais, and dear students. I welcome you all in this one-day warming session that is Education to Entrepreneurship. Being a student, possibly your journey starts when you enter into the school. And now you are at a stage where you are doing either your undergrads or postgraduate and aiming for establishing your career in future. And possibly you all will look for either a job, secure job, but our parents seek, right? But the other option is be your own boss and be an entrepreneur, so that instead of job seeker, you try to become a job giver. And I welcome you all to this journey of entrepreneurship and hope this sensitization will help you or spark a kindle so that you all ignited mind may come up with some brilliant ideas. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for a hearty welcome. Now, I request Dr. Neelam Panchal ma'am and Dr. Mamta Brahmbhatt ma'am, who is academic coordinators of IDSR and HODs of Department of Public Policy and Governance and Department of Business Intelligence, respectively, to say a few words about the program.
morning. Still the energy is less. Good morning. I want all my students the energy like me and Neelam madam is carrying. Good morning. That's the spirit. Yes. Welcome to this first program of in the Department of IDSR, DBI and DPPG. Offline program. We have done many programs, but this is the first program that we have organized today. Now, IDSR, Department of Business Intelligence and Department of Public Policy and Governance is started in 2020. When people they are afraid of coming out due to COVID, that time under the leadership of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, me and Neelam Madam has taken this wonderful initiative offering a distinct program to Gujarat state. So we are the first one to offer MBA in Defense Management, MBA in Disaster Management, MBA in Event Management, and MBA in Public Policy. So in the entire state of Gujarat, we Gujarat University are the first one to offer such special niche program to the state of Gujarat. This year we have started integrated MBA program also, that is 5-year program. And in 5-year program, we are offering even a niche program in that also, like integrated program in finance, integrated program in business intelligence, integrated program in data analytics, business intelligence, advertising and public relations. So that time also I can say that we are the first one to offer 5-year integrated. Apart from other institutes, they are giving the integrated program. We are giving the niche integrated program like advertising and public relations. So I can say that MICA is offering the program advertising and public relation of 2 years. We are the first one to offer the 5-year integrated program. So all the programs are so niche and so focused, and it is industry related. Yes, over to you, ma'am.
That is very important. So, a very good morning to all the dignitaries on the dais. Dr. Jaimin Vasa, Dr. Viranchi Shah, Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Himanshu Pandya, Mr. Nal Patel from MSME Chair, and Dr. Rakesh Rawal, my colleague, Dr. Mamta Brahmbhatt, all the dignitaries of the dais, and all dear students who are coming for the first time in this hall. There are students from integrated MBA, there are students from MBA, MEA from Department of Business Intelligence, MBA from Department of Public Policy and Governance, IMBA from Department of Public Policy and Governance, and IMBA from Institute of Defense Studies and Research. So as ma'am has already mentioned about the programs, we all know that the motto of the government, and the government is talking about the Startup India, Skill India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, Sampurna Bharat. We are talking about all this, but putting that into reality, putting it into implementation, that is our motto and that is our goal of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir. So, under the leadership of the Vice Chancellor, sir, of the Gujarat University, there is an establishment of Dr. Jaimin Vasa, MSME Chair, which is an excellent initiative and a vision of our Gujarat University for empowering the students, for the startups and MSMEs, because that is the goal, and the goal is to nurture the growth, the development, and the sustainability for the overall development of not only Gujarat, but not only the nation, but across the world. So the activities of the chair will include the counseling for improvising the students, counseling for the students for the employment in the industry, and counseling for the startups and turning it into the entrepreneurship. And so today, the first program that we are doing, that is starting your journey. And you all are putting a first step today. So your journey is starting, and that is why the title of the program is Journey from Education to Entrepreneurship. So thank you so much, all of you, all the dignitaries and all the students. We welcome you once again.
Gratitude, ma'am, for unfolding the program and just giving the glimpses about the department. Okay. We all are looking forward to the program, ma'am. So now, it's time to welcome our guest with the bouquet. At this moment, I would like to request Dr. Jaimin Vasa, sir, MSME Chair, to bestow bouquet and special memento to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Himanshu Pandya, sir, a Vice Chancellor of Gujarat University. He is visionary and Vice Chancellor of Gujarat University. Please put your hands together, sir. Thank you very much. Wow, wonderful. you, sir, once again. Now I would like to request Ms. Ronal Patel Ma'am, the chairman of Vasa Pharma Private Limited, to present the bouquet and special memento to our guest of honor, Dr. Viranji Sarkis. Thank you. Please put your hands together, everybody. Thank you so much. Now I would like to request Dr. Neelam Panchal Ma'am to present a bouquet to Dr. Jaimin Vasa, MSME chairperson. A big round of applause for sir and ma'am. Come on, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with us. So now I would like to request Dr. Mamta Brahmat Ma'am to present the bouquet to Dr. Rakesh Rawal, the IDSR of the director of IDSR. Very much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Once again, thank you so much for being part of this program. We all are eager to hear from you all. Okay. So the time has arrived to listen to valuable words from our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Himanshu Pandya, sir. Please, sir, stage is on yours. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Aishi. Good morning. Education to entrepreneurship. Let us make it education to enterprise or education for enterprise. Like Dr. Mamta Brahmat and Dr. Neelam Panchal just mentioned that this is the first offline program. Sorry for breaking the code. I'm here because I have to attend an examination what we are coordinating today for PhD degrees in Gujarat University. So it is about to start. 11 o'clock we'll start the question. Actually, I was here without this OT. And these people asked me to be here in the function. So I become vice chancellor from professor. But this is really very important. You, being a stakeholder of Gujarat University, you need to understand where you are studying, what you are studying, and what will be your future. And being the highest chair in the university, I need to make sure that whatever you are studying, it is of use and worth globally. IDSR, that is Institute of Defense Studies and Research. We don't have any battalion in Gujarati. Defense માં છે ગુજરાતની battalion, UP ની છે, મહારાષ્ટ્રની છે, Indo-Tibet Border Police Force, ITBP, બધા જાણો છો, ઘણું બધું છે. But Gujaratis you will hardly find in defense sector. So to conquer that particular field, now we have Institute of Defense Studies and Research. Defense doesn't mean only you fight battle on the borders. It is something beyond that. Business with defense is a big enterprise. And let me give you some glimpse what we are working actually. જેને છાપા વાંચ્યા હશે એને ખબર હશે. We have been awarded the highest funded Center of Excellence by DRDO. You know DRDO? Defense Research and Development Organization. That is DRDO. We are the only university in India who is awarded, state-funded university in India who is awarded 1 crore 20 lakhs for development of habitat. It was last year. And the challenge was to develop a habitat which can cater the needs of our soldiers at -40 and -60 degree temperature. Now I am taking you to the journey. Now when you can participate, being a management student, studying curriculum in the classrooms and competing with the global requirement, તમારા બધા અલગ-અલગ સેક્ટર્સ હોય છે ને, HR, ફાઇનાન્સ, કોર્પોરેશન, હેલ્થકેર and agri sector. Wonderful. We are doing excellent. But all of these sectors are facing a lot of turbulences in last 3-4 decades. Am I right? None of the country, so-called developed country, are able to cope up with the requirement of the society. Why it is happening? It's very simple. Factories and production houses are working in a way, they are designing their structures and their protocols what they feel right. એક સ્લમ વિસ્તારમાં રહેતો માણસ હોય એને તમે રોજ શીરો પૂરી ખવડાવો તો એને ડાયરિયા થઈ જાય. બસ આ થઈ રહ્યું. This is what is happening to every sector what we coordinate and what you try to analyze. People are producing and making things as per their wish and their understanding. They hardly go to the basic requirement what society or industry is looking for. And that's how we are miserably failing in our policies, in our hard work, in our delivery system, in our operation research, in our inventories. દરેક ચોથી દુકાન દવાની દુકાન છે ને દરેક 10મી દુકાન ડોક્ટરની દુકાન છે. So these medical stores are procuring medicine from the pharmacy, keeping in mind that I will sell more than my neighbor. But people, they have certain loyalty to certain establishments. So they will buy medicine only from those establishments. With new coming up and emerging these shops and showrooms, companies are under big impression that there is a demand in the society. But 40% of your production is going to perish. They are going to expire. And the resources will be wasted. Because of this faulty inventory and faulty understanding. Friends, we need to change a lot. We need to be that dynamic that we can procure things as per the requirement of the society at large. કદાચ એ જ એક મોટું પરિબળ છે કે જે કૃત્રિમ પ્રોડક્શન ઊભું કરવા માટે થઈને આર્ટિફિશિયલ needs are being created by the agencies. પછી એડવર્ટાઇઝમેન્ટ એજન્સી હોય તો શું થઈ ગયું, એને પ્રમોટ કરતી બ્રાન્ડ્સ હોય તો શું થઈ ગયું, અને એને યુઝ કરવા વાળા લોકો હોય પણ લગભગ 3 મહિના એક વસ્તુ ચાલે પછી ચોથા મહિનાથી ફરીથી પાછું ડિક્લાઇન થાય. So trendsetters cannot set any trends here. This market is so dynamic. We need to be ready for all these challenges. And that's how I would request the coordinators at IDSR and other business schools in the campus that don't fix yourself to certain syllabus only. Yes, we have to frame units, we have to frame papers, we have to take examination, we have to earn credits to compete globally. But then let there be some units which is dynamic in a way which can address the current requirement and the futuristic approach. Down the line 10 મહિના પછી શું જોશે એનું તમે જો અત્યારે પ્રેડિક્શન કરીને કંઈ કરી શકતા હોય, that will serve the needs. અને એ નથી થતું એટલા માટે થઈને offices, policy makers, they spend years to frame some rules and regulations, but it doesn't work. What we see in the market, it doesn't work. બધાને એવું હતું કે કોરોના પછી માર્કેટ છે એકદમ નીચે જતું રહેશે. અત્યારે ક્યાં પહોંચી છે કોરોના? કોઈને યાદ છે તમે બધા માસ્ક પહેરીને બેઠા છો પ્રોટોકોલના ભાગરૂપ? મેં તો પહેર્યો પણ નથી. એનું કારણ છે અમારામાં હિંમત એટલે આવી કે અમે 900 બેડેડ હોસ્પિટલ કરી ધન્વંતરી. આઈ એમ સોરી, હું મારા વર્ડ્સ પાછા લઉં છું. આપણે 900 બેડેડ હોસ્પિટલ કરી, ગુજરાત યુનિવર્સિટીએ કરી. So we need to be that dynamic in our curriculum. We need to be that understanding in our study. Then and then we'll be able to solve something substantial what our society is looking for. મેં તો ખાલી એક ઉદાહરણ આપ્યું દવાઓનું. આવું ઘણું બધું છે. The market is flooded with unnecessary things. એમાં એટલો બધો રિસોર્સિસનો વેસ્ટ થાય છે અને જેના કારણે એક આર્ટિફિશિયલ ડિમાન્ડ ઊભી થઈ ગઈ અને એના માટે પ્રોડક્શન વધતું ગયું અને છેલ્લે એવરીથિંગ ગોઝ ટુ નથિંગ અને એ પ્રાઇસ એસ્કેલેટ કરે છે. There are certain pockets કે જ્યાં આગળ આ ડિમાન્ડ છે અને એને લગતી વાતો છે. બીજું એને જ પેરેલલ વસ્તુ કોઈ જગ્યાએ ચાલતી હોય છે કે જે કમ્પીટ નથી કરી શકાતી, કોઈ પણ રીતે એને એડજસ્ટ નથી કરી શકાતું, એન્ડ વિચ રિઝલ્ટ્સ ઇનટુ અ બિગ લોસ in a company અને પછી કંપની બંધ થઈ જાય છે. એટલે એની સાથે સિસ્ટમમાં જોડાયેલા તમામ લોકોની પર એક લેબલ લાગે છે કે યુ આર નોટ એફિશિયન્ટ and that demoralizes the system. એ તમારા એજ્યુકેશનને ચેલેન્જ કરે છે કે તમે જે ભણ્યા છો એ બરાબર નથી. It cannot be implemented in a way that either you benefited or your company is benefited out of it. આજથી 10 વર્ષ પહેલા કમ્પ્યુટરનો જમાનો હતો, અત્યારે IoT ને ઇન્ટેલિજન્સ, આર્ટિફિશિયલ ઇન્ટેલિજન્સ, મશીન લર્નિંગ ને ડેટા સાયન્સનો જમાનો છે. એના 10 વર્ષ પહેલા માર્કેટિંગ ને MBA ને બધું બહુ પ્રિવેલિંગ હતું. એના 10 પહેલા એન્જિનિયરિંગ પ્રિવેલિંગ હતું. એના 10 વર્ષ પહેલા સાયકોલોજી ને હિસ્ટ્રી ને એ બધા લેંગ્વિસ્ટિક્સ ને એ બધા સેક્ટર્સ ની અંદર બહુ મોટી ભૂમિકા. જો દર 10 વર્ષે યુનિવર્સિટી સિલેબસ બદલાય ને, મને નથી લાગતું કે તમે કોઈ જગ્યાએ કશું શીખી શકો. આખા વર્લ્ડ ની અંદર એવું કહેવામાં આવે છે કે ઇન્ડિયાના સિલેબસ જે છે ને એ ઇન્ટરનેશનલ સ્ટાન્ડર્ડના નથી. અને આ એવા લોકો બોલે છે કે જેનું કોઈ ઇન્ટરનેશનલ એસોસિએશન નથી. દુનિયાની બધી લીડિંગ યુનિવર્સિટી સાથે ગુજરાત યુનિવર્સિટી જોડાયેલી છે. યુ વિલ બી સરપ્રાઇઝ, મારે ત્યાં કેલિફોર્નિયાથી, બર્કલીથી ને ત્યાંથી સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ આવે છે અહીંયા રેઝિસ્ટ્રેશન કરવા માટે. QS રેન્કિંગ ફર્સ્ટ 100 યુનિવર્સિટીઝના સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ અહીંયા આવે છે. એ લોકોનો યુજી નો જે કોર્સ છે ને એ લોકોનો પીજી નો કોર્સ એ આપણા યુજી કરતા પણ ઓછો છે. એટલે આપણે ત્યાં એવી ફેશન છે મેડમ કે જેટલું બને એટલું ખાંસી ભરી દો. આ લોકોનો જીવ લઈ લો. So I asked my teachers that let us prepare 1000 questions, question bank, put it on website, let them study for a year, and we'll take exam for every student out of that 100 question, 1000 question only. એવું કરું છે? પહેલા દિવસથી તમને 1000 ક્વેશ્ચન આપી દેવા, આખું વર્ષ ભણો અને પેપર એમાંથી જ નીકળે. You know, it's a wonderful experiment. I tell you how. તમે હા પડો કે ના પડો હું તો કરવાનો છું. અને હું ઓપ્શન આપીશ, ડોન્ટ વરી. કાલે સવારે પછી અહીંયા આવી જશો, હાય રેવીસી, હાય હાય. Now I'll give option. કે જેને ઓફલાઈન આપી હોય ઓફલાઈન આપો, લખો બેસીને. અને જેને ઓનલાઈન આપી છે એ રાત્રે, if you are finished with your study at 12 o'clock midnight, 12:10 લોગિન થાવ, 12:30 પેપર લખીને સુઈ જવાનું. ઓનલાઈન ઓન ડિમાન્ડ એક્ઝામ. સાહેબ, મારી તમામ પ્રક્રિયાઓ એવી છે કે જેમાં હું વિદ્યાર્થીને શિક્ષણથી દૂર કરી રહ્યો છું. મારી પ્રવેશ પ્રક્રિયા 2 મહિના ચાલે. હું એક્ઝામ 1 મહિનો લઉં, 2 મહિને રિઝલ્ટ આપું. તમારા સેન્ટર હું એવી જગ્યાએ આપું ને કે તમારા પેરેન્ટ્સને અમદાવાદમાં રહેવા છતાંય 30 વર્ષ અહીંયા રહેતા હોય ને તો એ જગ્યા શોધવી એટલે બહુ મોટો દિવસ છે. I want to get rid of all these processes. We want to evolve with our current practices because this is how it should be, right? And I'm really sincere about all these changes. Very soon we are going to implement all this gradually. Because actually, polytrauma વાળું પેશન્ટ છે કે મેડિકલ ફેટર્નિટીમાંથી અસર નીકળે. એક કરતા વધારે ઇન્જરી થઈ હોય ને પછી બધા ઓપરેશન એક સાથે કરી નાખો, પેશન્ટ શોકમાં જતું રહે. એટલે 1 by 1 સર્જરી કરવી પડે. અને એના માટે જ હું તમને કહું છું કે why we are doing it, thinking of all these changes, because we are number 1 university in this state. કોઈ પણ એડમિનિસ્ટ્રેટર ને કે વાઇસ ચાન્સલર ને માઇક આપો ને એટલે આવું જ બોલે કે હું અમારી યુનિવર્સિટી સૌથી બેસ્ટ યુનિવર્સિટી છે, પણ હું તો ફેસબુક લાઈવ છે ને એમાં બોલું. નેશનલ ઇન્સ્ટિટ્યુશનલ રેન્કિંગ ફ્રેમવર્ક જે ગવર્મેન્ટ ઓફ ઇન્ડિયા દ્વારા રેકગ્નાઇઝ રેન્કિંગ ઇન્સ્ટિટ્યુશન છે, જેને ગુજરાત યુનિવર્સિટીને છેલ્લા 4 વર્ષથી આખા ગુજરાતમાં હાઈએસ્ટ રેન્કિંગ આપીને નંબર 1 ઉપર રાખી છે. તો એ બીજું વસ્તુ કરું, જે સો કોલ્ડ ડેવલપ્ડ યુનિવર્સિટી, their infrastructures are international, એવું એડવર્ટાઇઝમેન્ટ કરવામાં આવે છે, એ બધા કરતા આપણે આગળ છીએ. ચલો બોલી દો, વૈષ્ણવ દેવીની આજુબાજુના તમામ એજ્યુકેશનલ કેમ્પસ, ગાંધીનગરની અંદરના તમામ એજ્યુકેશનલ કેમ્પસ, આ બધાની અંદર પબ્લિક યુનિવર્સિટીની અંદર ગુજરાત યુનિવર્સિટી નંબર 1 છે. અને છતાં અમારા માટે એવું કહેવામાં આવે છે વિદ્યાર્થીઓનું ભાવિ અંધકારમય, સત્તાધીશો બેધ્યાન, તંત્ર નગરોળ. I don't know where these people will change their phrases. હું તો વાતો કરવા જ આવ્યો છું, કોઈ ભાષણ નથી કર્યું. અને આ લોકોએ ભૂલ કરી મને વહેલો બોલો વોર્મ અપ થઈ જશે તો 45 મિનિટ પહેલા સ્ટેજ છોડી શકું. But working with the defense system, working with all the ranking and rating in the country, we are leading in every front. After the classical university, we don't have technology background, but we have supplied 6 products to Indian Army, Indian Navy, Indian Air Force, and they accept it as it is. This is the talent what a public university is carrying. We are catering around 4 lakh students. How can you manage perception in 4 lakh students? एक काम बोले, एक संस्था ऊपर बीजो प्रिंसिपल आवी भूल करे, रोज के कोई. But that doesn't affect the overall performance and the glory of the university. We have to take care of that glory. Our university माथी Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan, our university माथी विक्रम साराभाई, our university माथी प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी, our university माथी Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. આ લેવલના લોકો અહીંયા આગળ પાર્ટિસિપેશન કરીને પોતાની કેરિયર બનાવે છે. You are lucky, you are fortunate that you are here in this campus. Forget about the infrastructure changes and the facilities what you are enjoying in your classroom. Of course, we are going to provide you a world-class facility. We are almost ready with your new classrooms. And I forgot to bring that new school which is coming up. We want to teach world the Indian way of economics and commerce and business. And I tell you, your new building which is coming up opposite the law school and the commerce school, you know, there is a vacant plot between law school, Dada Said na Pagla, एक old Julu building है. We are going to demolish that part and we are building a wonderful architecture there which depicts the Indian culture and values, and you are going to study in that building. 5 વર્ષના કોર્સમાં છો ને? ઓ તો 1.5 વર્ષમાં બની જશે. So you will be studying in a world class campus, that I assure you. Second, I was talking about defense. Second, we are converting our campus into sustainable campus. So every drop of water will be recycled and again reused. So we are focusing on 3R: reduce, utilization, recycle whatever you use, and reuse again. So that will help in developing this sustainable campus. You know, this university is the university which is a public university, and we have 5 Section 8 companies with us. 5. કોઈ પબ્લિક યુનિવર્સિટી અંદર 5 સેક્શન 8 કંપની નહીં હોય. ગુજરાત યુનિવર્સિટીની પાસે 5 સેક્શન 8 કંપની છે. We have 4 incubators. All 4 are centrally funded. આજે જે ફંક્શન છે એ MSME ફંક્શન છે. MSME છે ડોક્ટર જયમીન વસા સાહેબ છે ને લગભગ છેલ્લા 4 વર્ષથી ગુજરાત યુનિવર્સિટી સાથે એક યા બીજી રીતે સંકળાયેલા હતા. અને ઓલવેઝ એવું કહે કે I want to contribute something generously to the system. અને પછી એક આઈડિયા આવ્યો, and he is here as a chairperson of Dr. Jaimin Vasa. And I tell you, જે chemical and pharmaceutical industry સાથેનો association છે, that is going to help you a lot. So don't fix yourself to discipline, HR, marketing, finance, agribusiness. Don't do that. Just keep your mind open and work on the interest what you develop during your study. Don't follow anyone. મારી ફ્રેન્ડ આમાં જાય છે એટલે હું એમાં જઈશ, અથવા તો આ અહીંયા ભણે છે એટલે હું ત્યાં તો નહીં જ ભણું. Don't spoil your life, by looking others. When you wear clothes, you ask your friend કે કેવું લાગે છે, then you are nothing. પાઠીલું પહેરીને નીકળો પણ કોન્ફિડન્સ થી નીકળો. It's your choice. આ સમાજને બીજા સચિન તેંડુલકરની જરૂર નથી. આ સમાજને બીજા અર્જુનની જરૂર છે, પણ અર્જુન જેવો બીજો જરૂર છે, એવો બીજો સચિન તેંડુલકર ઉભો કરવો છે. જો રેપ્લિકેટ કરી દઈશું તો આખું વર્લ્ડ છે ને પેલું બટાકા મૂવી છે ને એના જેવું થઈ જશે. બોરિંગ. બધા એક જ સરખા કપડા પહેર્યા હોય, એક જ સરખી હેરસ્ટાઈલ હોય, એક જ સરખા શૂઝ પહેર્યા હોય, બધા એક જ સાથે 9:30 બધા ઘરનો દરવાજો ખોલીને બહાર નીકળે. So world is boring. Diversity leads to the excellence. Whatever the capacity you have to enhance that capacity, and you have to excel in their own capacity. વારંવાર કહું છું કે પંડિત હરિપ્રસાદ ચોરસિયા ખાલી બાંસુરી જ વગાડે, પણ એની બાંસુરી સાંભળવા લોકો 10,000ની ટિકિટ લઈને આવે છે. એ રીતે તમારા ઇન્ટરેસ્ટની કોઈ વસ્તુ કરશો તો આખી દુનિયા તમારો પીછો કરશે, નહીતર તમે આખી દુનિયાનો પીછો આખી જિંદગી કર્યા કરશો. બહુ સીધી એક ઇક્વેશન હોય છે જે સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ ને સમજે ત્યારે બહુ વાર થઈ જાય છે, ડિલે થઈ જાય, સમય જતો રહે છે. એ છે કે 5 વર્ષની મહેનત તો 50 વર્ષનો આરામ, અને આ 5 વર્ષ જો આરામ કર્યો તો 50 વર્ષની મહેનત. બધાને ખૂબ ખૂબ શુભેચ્છાઓ. ટાઈમે પૂરું કર્યું. અને આવનારા સમયની અંદર આ રીતે જ મળતા રહીશું, નવા કાર્યક્રમો સાથે. તમારી જાતને યુનિવર્સિટીની પરિસરની સાથે જોડી દો એન્ડ ફીલ પ્રાઇડ. તમે જ્યાં પણ છો, ઇટ્સ અ વન્ડરફુલ કેમ્પસ. The faculties, એ લોકોને જે 50 વર્ષની ઉંમરે ખબર પડે એ તમે 20 વર્ષની ઉંમરે સમજી લો, તમારા તો 30 વર્ષ બચવાના છે. આપણે હંમેશા એવું કહીએ કે મારી આ ફેકલ્ટીને આવું બોલતા નથી આવડતી, vocabulary is not appropriate, he is not delivering the system what I expect, they are not up to global standards. ના, આપણા આવા બધા એક્સપેક્ટેશન્સ આવે. પણ હું તમને ફરીથી કહું છું, એને જે આવડે છે એ પહેલા શીખી લો, પછી નવું પછી શીખો. બી પ્રોફેશનલ જે તમે છો. Don't focus on your faculty or your infrastructure. Just focus on what you want to achieve. અને તમારી એ અચીવમેન્ટ મેળવવાની જર્નીમાં we will be always there. આ વાત નથી કરતો. If you want to develop an enterprise, કેટલા પૈસા જોઈએ છે? ફરીથી Facebook લાઈવ માં બોલું. 10 કરોડ, 50 કરોડ, 100 કરોડ, કેટલા જોઈએ છે? We are here to fund you. We are here to fund you. બહુ મોટા નામથી બહુ પ્રભાવિત નહીં થવાનું. આપણે પબ્લિક યુનિવર્સિટી છીએ તો બેસ્ટ છીએ. હું 100 કરોડની ઓફર કરું છું એથી બેટર લાઈફમાં. Come with idea, develop your prototype. We will help you in establishing your company. We will protect your IPR. We will, build a company for you. and everything we will pay. You are not supposed to pay a single penny for your idea or your prototype. હવે આનાથી વધારે સગવડ તો બીજી શું અને છતાંય તમે જો પરફોર્મ ના કરવાના હોય તો શાસ્ત્રોમાં એક કહેવત હતી કેમેરા બંધ કર મેં कैसे કે વાઇસ ચાન્સલરે વિદ્યાર્થીઓને ધમકાયા પાલયસ્તુ તાડયતે અને વિદ્યાર્થીના કૃતો સુખાવા આ બે વસ્તુનું ભાષાંતર નહીં કરું સમજી લેજો આભાર.
So we are fortunate to have you as a VC and see the university is also growing each day under your leadership. We are obliged to you for your presence and you are an example of a great leader and truly agree with you, sir. The diversity makes you excellent. Thank you so much for being with us today. Thank you very much, sir. So time is arrived to listen to valuable words from Dr. Jaimin Vasa, sir, MSME Chair. Dr. Jaimin Vasa, MSME Chair, is an excellence initiative and vision of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Gujarat University, for empowering students, startup, and MSME for nurturing the growth, development, and sustainability for the overall benefit of the nation and the society at large. The activities of the chair includes counseling for improvising academia with futuristic industry, expectations, counseling the student for being employable in the industry, and counseling the startups to turn into entrepreneurs. Knowledge excellence meeting for connecting the students, startups, and MSME entrepreneurs to share the knowledge and best practice to support from each other. Research and development work in MSME sector is a highly specialized domain where academic knowledge has to have coverage, converge with real-life experience and learning. Dr. Jaimin Vasa, sir, has done his PhD in management. Dr. Vasa is the first PhD degree holder in the Faculty of Management from Gujarat Technical University. His PhD research topic is a comparative study of SME contribution in India and China, a study of selected sectors such as chemical, pharma, textile sectors in India and China. Dr. Vasa is the chairman of Vasa Group of companies manufacturing various industrial chemicals and pharmaceutical raw materials like excipients, active pharma ingredients, personal healthcare, and nutraceuticals, etc. Sir was the chairman of MSME Committee of Gujarat Chamber for 10 years up to 2015 and in 16, and also chairman of Foreign Trade Committee. He has been the senior vice president of Gujarat Chamber and then the president of Gujarat Chamber in 2018 and 2019. Dr. Vasa is the chairman of Foreign Trade Committees of GCCI. Dr. Vasa is the president of Gujarat Chemical Association, president of Gujarat Pharmaceutical Association, and vice chairman of Gujarat Innovation Society. In addition to, Dr. Vasa is associated with many government and semi-government committees. Dr. Vasa is also a member of various academic advisory board of leading universities such as Nirma University, Ahmedabad, Ahmedabad University, Pandit Dindayal Petroleum University, Gandhinagar, and Gujarat Technological University, interdisciplinary for research and PhD section, Ahmedabad. Sir, I welcome you to the dais. Please say a few words. Stage is all yours, sir. Please welcome.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for giving short introduction of mine. It is difficult to speak anything after our Honorable Vice Chancellor. Yes, suddenly since he has to go, I categorically told Nilamman and Mr. keep my speech before this is but I sense he had to go. So, of course, I will try to do some justice. Of course, he spoke everything, whatever is genuinely. But one thing I will say, yes, the last thing what he said he said to me also, this MSME chair is only because, of course, I thank him for giving me such an opportunity to start the MSME chair at Gujarat University. And he explained why. Of course, as he said rightly, since 3-4 years we were discussing why we cannot have, how we can have it, what we should do it. And what he said is really, it means to say, તમે કોઈ પણ પ્રોજેક્ટ લઈ આવો for the students and for the betterness of the student, irrespective of the funding, you bring the projects, I will support you. Whether it is 5 crore, 10 crore, 50 crore, 100 crore, I want my students
Vote of
to
thanks
become
is
a good
Lord of
educator, a good people, good human being. So I
कब से
really
लगी है
thank
मुझे?
Dr. VC sir for giving me an opportunity. Of course, it was not there.
कब से
Dr.
स्टार्ट
sir,
हुआ तब से
and guest of honor, Dr. Viranchi
मिल रहा
Shah,
था ना सेट कर रहे
our friend and director, Mr. Rawal sir,
टच भी नहीं
the eminent speakers who are here with me as my advisors also.
ये टूट जाएगा
Universal MSME chair, distinguished guests, faculty members, above all, I must say, Mr. Sunny, Nilofer, and Mamtaben, and all the students, my friend, faculty members, and ladies and gentlemen. You know, the media is there, the media also I would like to address. Dear friends, there is no denying the fact that our nation's growth relies considerably on micro, small, and medium enterprises, which emerged as the growth engine of the economy with a vast network of around 6.3 crores enterprises contributing around 30% of GDP and 48% of the exports, and generating mass employment in every nook and corner of India. The labor to capital ratio in MSMEs and the overall growth in the MSME sector is much higher than in any large
वही तो उसके साथ
India
यार
is a
अंग्रेजी
country that is aspirational, young, and dynamic. Last 75 years have transformed the country into one of the fastest growing economies with maximum world youth residing and learning.
बंद हो जाएगा ना
Youth being enthusiastic, vibrant, innovative, and dynamic in nature is the most important section of the population. Youth shows strong passion, motivation, and willpower, which also make the most valuable human resources for fostering economic, cultural, and political development of the nation. A country's ability and the potential for growth is virtually determined by the size of youth population. Their role in building defense capability of a nation is unquestionably paramount. If the energy and position of the youth, if utilized properly, can bring a huge positive change in the society and also in the progress of the nation. Youth are the creative digital innovators in their communities and participate as active citizens and also eager to positively contribute to the sustainable development of any country. This section of the populace need to be harnessed properly, motivated properly. They should be given skill and streamlined properly to bring rapid progress of the country. This is one of the vision of Dr. Jaimin Basa, MSME chair. As per the 2001 census, in 1951, India's literacy rate was only 19%. But now, India is around more than 75% literacy rate. It is a great achievement. That too, with a population of around 1.3 billion. India has become a production house of a technical graduates. Every year, we are producing 1.5 million engineers out of 6.04 crores population in the Gujarat state. There are nearly 1.78 crore population which is in the age group of 10 to 24 years. And this was around 29.44% of the total population of the state. Also, every student is facing a big dilemma, as our VC sir says, while selecting the field of occupation. If correct guidance is not available at the right time, it may ruin the career of the brightest student as well as the growth of the industry that are recruiting the each students. We live in the age of unprecedented global and technological transformation. Today's students face an uncertain future full of social and environmental issues. According to the World Economic Forum, Future of the Job Survey, half of the today's work activities could be automated by 2055. Now think, it will create completely new roles, responsibilities and challenges for the future workforce. So there is no such much unemployment across the world that no one can ever think of a nice job and healthy paid salary right after completing their education. In the past, students were of the view that after completing their education, they will be having a very nice job, easily either at the government department or at a private organization, and will have a handsome salary. But today, the concept is completely changed. Unemployability is among the biggest challenges facing India. March 2021 average unemployment rate for India was 6.52%, of which urban unemployment was much higher than the rural unemployment. Friends, thousands of bright-eyed, ambitious graduates will walk out of the hallowed halls of institutions of higher learning and into the larger world. Among those graduates will be the next generation of innovators, founders, entrepreneurs, and small business owners. These adventurers, some armed well-defined business plans, and others with nothing but dreams and hopes, are determined to follow the road less traveled and carve out their own unique career paths. But before turning down a steady job or a packing away the interview, so recent grades need to be evaluated properly if they rule and truly have what it takes to start a business. The only way to know if what seemed a great idea in your brain, in dorm room, can become a viable business is to do the research. Take the time to thoroughly study all the elements that go to establishing your new venture, new business, or new career. Students must be trained enough with well entrepreneurship, as they will be able to start their own entrepreneurial journey at an early age, and tomorrow they will be like, as what Sir says, Gautam Adani, Dhirubhai Ambani, and these are the people. They started their career like as students, particularly we are, including myself, everybody is the alumni of Gujarat Chamber of Gujarat University. So we would like that if we compare today's students with that of the past, you will be seeing a much greater difference in their mentalities. The idea of infusing entrepreneurship into the education has spurred much enthusiasm in last few decades. A myriad of effects has been stated to result from this, such as economic growth, job creation, and increased societal resilience, but also individual growth, increased school engagement, and improved equality. So putting this idea into practice has, however, posed significant challenges alongside the stated positive effects. Friends, lack of time and resources, teachers fear of commercialization, implementing educational structures, assessment difficulties, and lack of definitional clarity are some of the challenges practitioners have encountered when trying to infuse the entrepreneurship into the education. When we discuss entrepreneurship in education, it differs significantly. Some mean that students should be encouraged to start up their own company. This leans on a rather narrow definition of entrepreneurship viewed as starting of a business. According to me, others mean that it is not at all about starting a new organization, but that is instead is about making students more creative, opportunity-oriented, proactive, and innovative, adhering to a wide definition of entrepreneurship relevant to all walks of life, so students can become highly motivated and engaged by creating the value to other people based on their knowledge they acquire, and this can fuel a deep learning and illustrate the practical relevancy of the knowledge. How to make these students more entrepreneurial is probably the most difficult and important questions for everybody. Only way to make students more entrepreneurial is by applying a learning by doing approach. But then the question of learning by doing what needs to be properly answered. Therefore, that is, we started as a Dr. Jamie Massa MSME chair, and this is the way with our friends IDSR and BK School of Management, we decided to organize this seminar, Journey from Education to Entrepreneur. This is the beginning to educate you, to make you more practical, to make you more realistic, so that tomorrow you will not see the dark future in your life. The main purpose of this seminar is to cater to the needs of the today's life and survive with this rapidly changing modern world. Also, to train our students to be the more efficient enough to deal with all sort of situations they face in the life. Regardless of when you decide to start your business, there is always a value in taking some time to learn from more seasoned professionals. Working for someone else for a short time can help you to build an extensive list of contacts. Pick up the best practices and learn from leaders in your industry. Gaining experience in a variety of companies and work environments may help you refine your own ideas about what exactly you want to accomplish. Friends, finding experienced and trusted advisors who can offer guidance and support will help a new entrepreneur navigate the pitfalls of business development and ownership. So here, Dr. Jamie Massa, MSME Chair, will help you as a mentor. And if you need counseling, our group of experts, which are saying my advisory committee members, I would like all of you to give a big round of applause to them. They are here with me to give whatever you require as a mentorship. They are coming, and they are the very busy people. They are the role model for any industries. They are the counselors. They are the consultants. And they have practically faced right from the student career to today where they have reached. And that is why they are supporting me to give you the best of knowledge, best of advices, best of the practical knowledge you want from Dr. Jamie Massa. And we are there for every dream you have, we'll make it true. There exist two separate worlds, according to me, academia and industry. Both the worlds have very different mindset and goals. Unless they are brought together, students will have a hard time entering the industry. It's difficult. I have faced it. Everybody has faced it. See, it is unless they are brought together, students will definitely have hard time, and industry institute interactions comes into the play to bridge the gap between these two worlds. And we as a Jameen MSME chair have given much stress to industry institutes entrepreneurship. Here the role of, as I said, Dr. Jameen MSME chair is essential for ensuring that practice meets theory and theory meets practical difficulty across the functional areas. I take this occasion to thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, and all officials of the Gujarat University from the bottom of my heart to give me a chance to prove myself along with my friends, to give me basically the society and MSME to establish this chair and give an opportunity to serve MSMEs, students and startups. Though this MSME chair early stage counseling is offered to budding entrepreneurs, startups and students for entering in the world of MSME sector. We are planning to conduct seminars, workshops, panel discussions, conferences, trade fairs, industrial visits, faculty training, etc. to help MSME and students at large. Such events shall be led by industry experts and leading academicians in the areas such as these are the people coming from chemical, pharma, life sciences, management, technology, finance, marketing, R&D, production, information technology, cyber security. All experts are within our advisory committee. You come with your ideas, you come with your query. Jameen MSME chair, which is situated in the Gujarat University. You can come anytime with your issues. We are there to counsel you. The skilled labor shortage is one of the major issues for MSMEs. Minority of the students and the majority of the students hold college degrees, but they do not have the skill aptitude required by the industries. My first thing when I started MSME chair, VC sir took the promise from me that make my students employable to the industry. Create their mindset that they can be accepted well into the industries. Create the mentality in them that they can think of becoming the job givers rather than the job seekers. And that is what he has selected us to start the MSME chair over here. So this chair will also provide practical mentoring to students and explore the ways that how can entrepreneurs build successful businesses by moving the technology from the classroom to the market. Students get an opportunity to learn practically by applying their theoretical knowledge through working methods, interactions and employment practices. So furthermore, students are also able to learn about the work environment of companies and feel more confident when it is a time for them to appear to the campus interview or otherwise. Parallel to this, we are planning to start the faculty on-site training program at industries, as well as MSME entrepreneurs training at academic institutions, either way. By coordinating all the college officials and affiliated under all the colleges affiliated under Gujarat University as well as other universities, and this chair is planning to start a research internship and job placement center as well as a separate MSME data center for the benefit of the students and MSMEs. The chair is planning for on and off-site academic activities related to entrepreneurship, such as offering certificate courses, diploma courses, bachelor and master degree programs, PhD and post-due research work. Through this chair, we are giving special focus to girls students by educating them for the entrepreneurship. Let girls develop that initiative and their leadership skills, embrace their competitive side and learn to take more risks and start their own entrepreneurs. As per my experience and learning, entrepreneurship is not only about solving the problem and turning into a full-fledged profitable business, but most importantly, it is also about giving value to yourself first, then giving value to your skill, and then based on your skill, identifying and solving problems for the betterment of the society and also for your own personal growth. More about this will be explained by my learned experts in the separate sessions also, who are not only our advisory board members, but also they are all experts in different areas, and I am sure you will get a very good life experience from this seminar. Don't limit yourself. Now, many people limit themselves to what they think they can do. You can go as far as possible. Your mind lets you. What you believe, remember, you can achieve. Empower yourself and realize the importance of contributing to the whole world by living your talents. Work on what you can love. You are responsible for the talent, and that has been entrusted to you. Famous entrepreneurs like Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg have some of the most successful companies in the world. Their words encompasses their experience, success, and failure, and their work ethic. And also, without their hard work, none of them would have been able to start and make their company what it is today. So, by participating in such entrepreneurship seminar, which you are going to organize regularly in Gujarat University, I am sure students don't just become ready to create their own futures. They become ready to change the world once again. And also, this what I'm saying is not my lecture. I believe what I say. I mean what I say. And we people, our whole advisory committee and board, would we feel ourselves successful if we can make 5 or 10% of the students an entrepreneur. We are here to make your dream true, and I see that, and I mean that, and I promise you that with this chair, you will get to know a lot of things. So, I wish you all a very happy Diwali and prosperous New Year, and thank you for the patient. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for gracing this program with your kind words and sharing the vision of the MSME. And you are truly an inspiration for the youth. I must mention here. Okay, so I really admire one quote which is given by sir. Life begins with learning and ends when we are unable to learn anything. The excitement of learning separates youth from the old age. As long as you are learning, you are not an old. We are living in the age of information where we can learn about almost anything in the world as long as have the willpower to every day have to cultivate burning desire to learn. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us. So now, I would like to take an honor to invite our chief guest of the day, Dr. Viranchi Shah, sir, to share his experience and inspire the young minds. Please put your hands together, first of all, everybody. Please put your hands together. Dr. Viranchi Shah is the Vice President of Indian Drug Manufacturers Association, Chairperson of Pharma and Healthcare Task Force under Gujarat Chamber of Commerce and Industry. He has served as Joint Secretary of Federation of Pharma Entrepreneurs during 2016 to 2021. He is also a member of Committee on Reducing Compliance Burden in the Pharma Department of the Pharmaceutical Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizers, Government of India. He has also served as Chairman of National Council on Drugs and Pharmaceutical, ASSOCHAN, for the year 2015 and 2016. He has been the member of Foreign Trade Committee, Health and Medical Tourism Committee, IPR Committee, and Gujarat Chamber of Commerce and Industries. He led the IDMA, India's Drug Manufacturer Association, a part of Indian delegation to Uzbekistan, delegation by Honorable Ministers Mansukh Bhai Mandavia, Minister of Chemical and Fertilizers, Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterway. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
A very good morning. Friends, I'm the last man standing, so I'll try to keep it as short as possible. I understand the value of time. I come from an industry that is in limelight today, the pharmaceutical industry. And for those who don't know much about this industry, India is the third largest manufacturer of pharmaceuticals and healthcare products in the world. And we supply essential medicines to almost 200 countries. The largest customer being US and Europe. So you can imagine the impact that this industry has in the world. And I can tell you with a lot of certainty that in the coming years, there are going to be huge opportunities in this industry. Not to take much of your time, I'll try to focus on three things that we don't do right on the education. The three things as students you could do right so that when you come out from here, you could be good entrepreneurs. And three tips that I have learned in my life for successful enterprises. And I think that probably could help you become better entrepreneurs at the end of your 5 years association with this university. I think the most common mistake in the education system we make is we want people, all the students, everybody to be safe. There is a path laid down that if you do your primary education, you are expected to understand certain things. If you do your secondary education, you are expected to learn certain skills and so on and so forth for your college. I think this limits the mental development of all of us. We also encourage students to be safe. And in the sense that if somebody fails, the most common comment that we have from your faculty is that the student is not bright, as if failure is not celebrated. And the third thing that we do is we all want to be secure. Usually when you ask a kid around 5-7 years of age, and you ask him or her what do you want to become in life, and you get answers like painter, sculptor, writer, whatever that child engages in. But if you ask the same child at the age of 15 or 17, the answers will be very different. You want to be an engineer or a doctor or professional. Probably during this journey, we teach our kids to be safe, to select the safe careers, because that's what you want your life to be safe. I think these are the three things that need to be addressed in the education system at large. The three things that you can learn probably in this next 5 years: be curious. Because if you are curious, you try to identify the areas that have not been touched by people earlier. You need to be inquisitive. You need to ask questions. And if you are curious and inquisitive, you will find the gaps that exist in the ecosystem. And most successful entrepreneurs have actually banged upon the gaps that were not addressed, and they try to address those gaps and become excellent entrepreneurs. So I think you have to be curious. That's very important. You have to be creative. When you are able to identify gaps, many times you will have to find solutions that are out of box. And to think of solutions that are out of box, you have to be creative. If somebody tells you you are absurd or you are insane, be happy about it. Because that means you have a creative idea that that person is not even thought about. You have to be creative. And the third thing you should develop is risk-taking. To identify a good gap, a good problem, try to go with an enterprise, with a model that is creative, which is out of the box, which is not existing. And when you do it, there is always going to be a risk. There is always going to be a risk. And if you are not able to take that risk, there is no point in being curious and creative. You have to embrace risk taking. And as entrepreneurs, if you are not there to take risk, you never grow. So you have to learn in these 5 years to take risks. Of course, the risk has to be calculated risk because ultimately it's your time, your money. There are a lot of things that are at stake. You cannot be blind, but at least a calculated risk. In the three things I hope you try to embrace in the 5 years that you are here in this institute. And three things I have learned as an entrepreneur. If you want to bring a solution to a problem with the minimum risk and yet be successful, try to find a solution which is either faster, there is a solution that is existing and you are able to give an alternative that is faster, is either cheaper. So it takes less resources, less money, less time to do it, or it is better. It brings more quality. It brings a better quality of life to the user. If you bring a solution that is either faster, cheaper, or quicker, blindly invest your time and money in it, there are more chances of success than failure. And if you can invest these things, I think there is no dearth of growth that you can get in years. Friends, the world is talking of India as the next big thing. Everybody wants to come out of China, everybody wants to come out of the economy and invest money in India. After the pandemic alone, there has been almost 30% rise in the new enterprises that have been registered. There is a massive chance of growth in India, and next 10 to 15 years are, at least the next decade is the decade for India. And I can vouch at least for the healthcare and pharma industry. There are enough evidence that we are going from a 45 billion industry to a 130 billion industry by 2030. It's only upon you to come forward and take these opportunities. And if you can do this, I think you have a wonderful life ahead. My best wishes to all of you, and I hope that in the next 5 years that you're going to spend at this institute, you reshape yourself to embrace entrepreneurship. Thank you and wish you all the best.
We are grateful for your words and valuable time for being over here. A huge round of applause for our chief guest, Dr. Viranjeet Vasa. So now I would like to request Ms. Gunal Patel ma'am to deliver a word of thanks. Friends, Ms. Sonal Patel ma'am is a director of Vasa Pharmachem Private Limited, a business that manufactures raw material, excipient, mineral salt used for pharmaceuticals, nutraceuticals, food and beverages, dairy and animal health industries. Ma'am is also a director of CIA, Canada Indian Foundation, a non-profit organization which is committed to strengthen, promote and foster bilateral trade between India and Canada. Ma'am is also a co-chairperson of Gujarat Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Business Women's Wing Committee and Karnavati Women's Entrepreneur Committee. Ma'am is also a member of Gujarat Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Pharma and Health Committee, Managing Committee for Dr. Jaimin Vasa, MSME, GUSEC Chair, and High on Life Foundation, which fight against usage of drugs. Ma'am, we welcome you and for a delivery of word of thanks. A huge round of applause for ma'am.
Hello everyone. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir Professor Dr. Himanshu Pandya, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor Shri Dr. Jagdish Bhavsar, our guest of honor Dr. Viranjeet Shah, MD Saga Laboratories, dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. On behalf of Dr. Jaimin Vasa, MSME Chair, Institute of Defense Studies and Research, BK School of Professional and Management Studies, I would like to convey my vote of thanks for sparing time from their busy schedules and giving keynote addresses and very inspiring speeches to all of us. Thank you for giving us the opportunities to organize this important seminar under the banner of Dr. Jaimin Vasa, MSME Chair, and it is absolutely a matter of honor for us. I would like to convey vote of thanks to all the speakers for giving their valuable time and sharing their real life experiences and knowledge on the various topics of the seminar. Journey from Education to Entrepreneur, which will inspire all the startups and the students over here to start their journey and become successful entrepreneurs for tomorrow. Especially two things is the three things that Viranchi sir said to imbibe in life, and also what the Professor Himanshu Pandya said about business defense. These two things I think are very, very important to be taken forward. I would like to extend my vote of thanks to Professor Dr. Rakesh Rawal, Joint Coordinator IDSR, Shri Raveen Vyas, Independent Director IDSR, Dr. Bhatt and Dr. Neelam Panchal, Academic Coordinator IDSR, Academic Staff of IDSR and BK School of Professional and Management Studies, and will support and time. Thank you all the esteemed business industrialists also present here. Thank you Rupesh Bhai Shah, Shri Rajesh Kikani, Shri Padmeen Buch, Shri C.H. Pathak, Shri Rajiv Mehta, Ambar Bhai Patel, Amal Bhai Dhruv, and Shri Vivek Ogre, especially Mr. Pavan Bakeri. All of these people have spared their valuable time in the morning to be present over here. Thank you, GUSEC, Mr. Rahul Bhagchandani and his team, IDSR, for the valuable support. Thank you all the governing and the advisory committee members who are present here for being a valuable member of Dr. Jamin Vasa MSME team. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all the startups, students, volunteers, print media, all the supporting staff, without which this success would not have been possible. Thank you and best wishes. Have a great Diwali and a New Year.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words. Now, friends, before concluding our inauguration session, let's gear up for a national anthem. I would like to request you all to please stand up to pay respect to our national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you very much, all of